Hi, how's it going? I hope everything is going well. I'm Kung from the Information System of Hanoi University of Science and Technology, and today I'm gonna tell you one of the big issues humans have to facing. That is climate change. As we know, in the modern society, climate change is not a small issue anymore. It has become a big issue that humans have to aware of it. So the human need to find a solution to reduce the effect of the climate change to the human life and or any creature life on earth. So to do that, uh, you need to know what is climate change, the main cause of climate change, and some evidence prove the climate change is happening in real. It's not in images or something. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the what is climate change first. Climate change is also called the global warming, and it's not like weather change. You look out the window, you see the change of weather, like the sunlight to the raining, hot to cold, or the other things. But the climate change is different. It's difficult to see in the short time. It need about hundreds years to thousand years to see the changing of climate. So climate is referred to the rise of average temperatures of surface on Earth. So, so what is the main cause to what is the main cause to make the climate change? According overwhelming scientists, they told that the main cause of climate change is human activities like consumes a lot of fossil fuels that generate a lot of pollution like carbon dioxide uh, and other emissions. So so now how carbon dioxide can cause climate change? Okay, I will explain to you in the easiest way to understand. So, uh, as we know, Earth receives energy that travel from the sun in the uh, variety of wavelengths, right? So some of which we can see is the sunlight, and the other is we cannot see by the normal eyes, uh, like a shorter wavelength and the longer wavelength. The sunlight is from the red to the purple color in the light, so we can see them. Um, the energy passed from the sun to the earth. Some of them is reflected by the cloud or the atmosphere, and they walk to the space. So some of them is free is reflected by the Earth's surface, and some of them is absorbed by the Earth, and to make the Earth's surface is warmer, and some of them is reflected by the Earth's surface will toward to the atmosphere. Some is by absorbed by is trapped by the greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide. Uh, if uh, if the normal carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is we make nothing change, but if a lot of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, it will keep a lot of energy from the sun to the earth's surface and reflect to keep them in the atmosphere and make the climate change a lot. So it's called a lot of effort to the earth, to the human activities, to the animal life, to the life of the plant, like so I will tell you some example of the climate change can cause to the earth. Like some places have more raining, more storm, and it's more raining is make them flood, and other places rarely the rain, and it's make them the weather it is, and it can cause a human disaster, and the ice broken can make the level of the sea is rising, and it can remove a lot of place near the sea. Some of island is gone, is under the surface of the seas. So that's why the climate change is big issue. The human have to aware of it and need to action, do a lot of action right now to reduce the effect of climate change. Okay, and to this part, I will tell you some evidence to prove the climate change is happening, like some numbers, statistics, and the sea level rise. The global sea level rose about 17 centimeters in the last centuries, and the rate in the last decades, however, is nearly double that of the latest of the last century in 1.2 inches per decade. And global temperature rise and is rose 0.6 to 0.9 degrees Celsius, and is about 1.1 to 1.6 degree up between 1906 to 2005, and the rate of temperature increase has nearly doubled in the last 50 years. And the warming oceans. The ocean have absorbed a lot of this increased heat, and with the top 700 meter, about 2030 2,300 feet of ocean, showing warming of 0.3 degrees Fahrenheit in 1969. Okay, so after the statistics I give to you, so you can see the climate change changing a lot, right? And it's cause a lot of effect to the earth. And you know, the important thing I really care about the ice break, and so it can make a lot of animal in that depends on the ice. They will not have place to live, and their food is more rarely, so they don't have food to eat. So I think they will be extinct in the near future. So we need to action right now. The government and a lot of country need to shake hand to give out the agreement to cut the carbon dioxide. Okay, in reality, we know some agreement is nearly in this century. We have a lot of the meeting of the government between the country on the earth, in the Vancouver or Paris or other countries. They give a lot of agreements. So I think they need to do a lot, but it's the people like us. We also can make things happen to reduce the climate change. We can save energies, and when we don't use the energy, we can shut it off, and we can save the water for another place can use. And we can walking instead of drive the motorbike, and we can walk or the riding bicycle or other thing, and go by the public vehicle or another things. Okay, so hope you guys can understand it and can do what I said, and try to protect the earth, and to do for our future generation. Okay, thank you for listening this presentation, and hope you guys enjoy this presentation. If you have any question, you can message to me through the contact I will write down in the description of this video, and so you can contact me every time you want. Okay, see you and wish you the best.